Just listening to some Tangerine Dream always makes me, it soothes me when I'm steaming and angry. So here's another update. And I'm just going to be brutally honest and tell everybody openly, because that's how I run my business and that's what my personality is like. I have Tourette's and I'm kind of like a Sigma male. So I'm very, I care about principles and I care about the way people interact with each other, and I'm quite an honest person. So if you rub me the wrong way, that's not a good idea. So what's happened is we're going to talk about mole rats. Now, before you start panicking, yes, we are getting mole rats, but we do not have enough. So this is the story. So we were promised mole rats on August the 15th and nothing showed up. No communication after that. They just said they'll come in when they come in, and we were like, all right then. We ordered loads. And we have to pay 50% up front every time we order, right? Which is a lot. And I think most of the other sellers don't have to do that. And then today, I'm eating dinner. We just finished shipping. All the fives and the cobra eels, and like me and Queenie are exhausted. Get a message from the supplier. They've cut our order to shreds for Shadow Tracker and mole rats. Now, behind the scenes, Queenie and I will fix the problem. So we will scramble to, we have a social network here. We know all the other sellers in Taiwan. We're good friends with them. They will support us. Unlike the suppliers and Hasbro, who do not. All right. But the other sellers in Taiwan, they will support us. They're very nice. So we will get the other remaining mole rats and Shadow Trackers that we need. And if need be, I'll go to Hong Kong, because I have quite good connections with some of the wholesalers in Hong Kong, and they're real stand-up guys. They're nice. So I'm utterly pissed off with the supplier, the main supplier in Taiwan, and also Hasbro as well, their attitude. And it's like they just don't give a shit. Now I'm worried about Starkiller, because I've sold so many already, and so are they going to get cut too? I mean, our order was cut by 66%. 66% cut. What's the point in ordering if you're just going to cut 2/3 of our order? There's 0 point. Your job is to supply. You're not doing it. Period. So what I will do is I will talk to someone in Hasbro and say, look, there's a situation, can you help? And they said, no, it's none of their business. And I was like, all right then. And they will usually point fingers at each other. Hasbro will point the finger, they'll go, no, it's their fault. They will blame each other. So the supplier blames Hasbro and say, oh yeah, they've got big issues, they've got problems. And Hasbro will say the same thing about the supplier. And I'm in the middle, and I'm thinking, I could not give a fuck like what the problem is. You two talk to each other, sort it out. I'm the guy in the middle, and all the sellers, all the online retailers, we're the ones in the middle, right? We're the ones sitting there with no information, getting screwed over because we haven't got our proper, number of orders. I think, to be honest with you, the way that Hasbro carry on in Taiwan, they are very arrogant. They see the supply chain in a very hierarchical fashion. So if you are an online e-commerce a seller, it doesn't matter if you are turning over millions of bucks every week. They look down on you, and they see you as a little person. And the suppliers do the same thing as well. The suppliers are basically a logistical company, and yeah, they're very big. But that doesn't give you the right to look down on other companies, especially like small companies that are just starting out. I mean, if it makes sense, you want to make more money, right? Yes? Or no, did I get that wrong? You want to make more money, you should be encouraging the online sellers to expand and grow. But you're not doing that. And every time there's a problem, you say, it's nothing to do with me, that's Hasbro, they did that. Or no, nothing to do with me, that's the supplier who did that. And then it's like they just avoid all accountability for everything. And then when you question them or give them feedback, they will say you're complaining or you're just some little whiny little bitch. So my experience over the last couple of years with Hasbro and the suppliers has been pretty shit. But I've put a brave face on it, and sometimes when they do come through and they do a good job, I always like thumbs up, you know, I encourage them and say like, thank you so much, I really appreciate it, like brilliant, everything, very professional. But at the same time, when they fuck up, they run away like cowards. They run away like Monty Python, clippity clippity clip. They don't want to know. They know they fucked up, but they don't want to say nothing and they don't want to talk to anyone. They just hide under a rock and they go, hide! So if I call them out on it, they don't like it, and they think, who are you? You're just a little tiny person, who are you? And I'm like, who am I? I'll fucking show you who I am. Fucking talk to me like that. Hasbro, supposed to be a multinational company, you fucking talk to me like that. You want to get some manners. This is the reason why you are failing. You are failing so miserably because this is an adult market. It's not for kids anymore. This is not Play-Doh, My Little Pony. These are for adults. And you don't have the ability to reach out and connect on that level with an adult. You belittle them, you patronize them, you put them down. If there's a problem, you just say, oh, the fan base, they're toxic. They're a bunch of whiners. It's like, well, good luck with PR and selling your products if you can have that attitude. So right now, Queenie's working double overtime, triple time, to get more mole rats and more shadow trackers. And she'll do it because she's brilliant. She's excellent. She'll do it. And as far as Sabine TVC Deluxe, I'm ordering 0. Go fuck yourself. That's my little protest. You get none of my money, all right? And the other thing, the wave for Ahsoka, 0. Go fuck yourself. You get none of my money, okay? I'm not going to put my money down on the table, 50%, and then order like, I want 50 cases, and then you take all that money from me, and then you delay the release date, you don't give a reason why, and then finally, you cut my orders to shreds. 66%, almost 70%. Where's all my cash flow going? You have my money. What am I supposed to do? How am I supposed to run a business like that? Alright, so tomorrow, Queenie's going to be having a little talk with the suppliers. I've already spoken to the supplier and Hasbro, and I do not want to talk with them anymore. I've made myself perfectly fucking clear. So right now I'm just, it's quite late. I'm probably going to stay up all night because I've got insomnia. My Tourette's is really bad right now, which is why I say fuck a lot. Yeah, I've had insomnia for the last couple of nights. Lots of tics, you know, obsessive compulsive disorder, just going around and round and round. Just shit getting stuck in my head. I can't sleep. Even I'm taking the pills, you know, really strong sleeping medicine, something that would knock out a fucking cow, and I'm still wide awake, buzzing. And it's not the pressure from work either, it's just Tourette's, that's the way it is. Sometimes it leaves you alone and you're peaceful and you can sleep, and sometimes it's just, there's like a fucking 1990s like fucking rave going on inside your head and you can't switch it off. So yeah, I'm sending all the pics and the tracking numbers around to everybody and invoicing people for more G.I. Joe stuff. So you guys don't worry about the mole rats and the shadow trackers, we got you covered. Even though, you know, the suppliers and Hasbro, they don't give a fuck about you, but we do, okay? Just wanted to remind you of that fact, and we will soldier on. And me making these videos is, I just feel it's right and proper to let people know what's going on behind the scenes, okay? And not, like, because those guys who run the really, really big businesses, they always hide behind their corporate desks, and they're never accountable. You never see their face, never say anything. When they do, it's all very neutral and political, like a fucking politician. But then with like the medium-sized, smaller-sized companies, you get a lot better customer service, right? Not afraid to speak my mind. All right, what am I afraid of? Should I be afraid of Hasbro? Oh, those would be dark days, wasn't it? I mean, should we be afraid of suppliers and should we be afraid of wholesalers? Has it come to that? Where they can just intimidate you because they're higher up in the supply chain, they think they're better than you? Really? You fucking think you're better than everyone else? From what I've seen over the last 10-15 years, you guys have fucked shit up. That's why we are in such a mess right now. The distribution of these figures, these adult action figures, is a total nightmare. Because of greedy wholesalers who think they can double up as retailers, and they can't, because they don't know what's in the box. They are just moving boxes from A to B. You can't replace the retailer. Try it. Let's see what happens, okay? Alright, write your comments below. Let me know how you feel about that, because a lot of people who follow my channel are long-time action figure collectors. They've been doing it since they were kids. So you know the score. You know what it's like. I'm not the kind of person to just give up and just go, oh, okay then. You know, someone disrespects you and you go, oh yeah, give me another. I think you don't understand me. Yeah. So hopefully I got some better news tomorrow. What's tomorrow? Oh, Thursday. Well, today was awesome because when I came home I was in such a bad mood. I punched a hole through the toilet door, and then I sat down and watched Ahsoka, and that put me in a very jolly good mood again, and I'm very happy again now. That is the best, one of the best Star Wars Disney episodes I've ever seen. Oh my god, the lightsaber duels in that were just unfucking real. That was so good. Right, that's it for today. Don't panic, alright? Everything's under control. Even though the supplier and Hasbro don't know their ass from their elbow, we do, okay? My ass is down there, and this is my elbow, okay? Peace. I'll see you in the next one.
Who are you trying to get crazy with, Eze? Don't you know I'm loco?